Health News Eye on Agriculture with Britton Rucker.
More dairy herds and poultry workers test positive for bird flu in a nearby state. Where at and how many? And as wheat harvest wraps up, we look at how farmers fared across the state. Good evening and welcome into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. Colorado reported 4 confirmed infections of the H5N1 bird flu virus in poultry workers and is checking on the status of a 5th suspected case. The state's public health department says the CDC has confirmed 4 of the Colorado cases with a 5th pending confirmation. Their illnesses have been reported as mild and so far no one is hospitalized. The virus has been confirmed in 152 dairy herds in 12 states. That's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Health officials continue to characterize the threat to the general public as low, and the virus has not spread between people, but officials are keeping careful watch. Agriculture experts predicting a rebound for Kansas net farm income. K-State Research and Extension says the net income last year for farms was down 56% from 2022. Now those experts are predicting up to a 30% increase this year. They credit improving farm conditions and the recent wheat harvest. While that sends things in the right direction, net farm income would still be below where it was 5 to 6 years ago. 2 Kansas communities get a boost to their food supply chains. The USDA says it's investing $2.4 million for a new beef and hog processing plant in Colorado and $6.8 million for a slaughter and fabrication plant in Fall River. The Colorado project is expected to create 19 new jobs, and the Fall River plant expected to create 117 new jobs. All right, make sure to check your loved ones for ticks as you spend more time outside this summer. The Kansas Department of Health and Environment says it's likely tick activity and density is increasing around the state. The KDHE says it has received over 200 reports of tick-borne diseases since the end of May. This year alone, KDHE has investigated multiple life-threatening tick-borne disease cases and a fatal case of the virus. The KDHE says it's important to take precautions as you enjoy the outdoors this summer. Ticks are commonly found at the edge of trails, on tall grasses, and in wooded, shaded areas. Parts of central and northwest Kansas are considered high-risk areas for West Nile virus. That's according to the KDHE as well. The area includes Sedgwick County, meaning you have a high risk of being bitten by a mosquito carrying West Nile. The risk tends to increase over the summer months. Sedgwick County's health department says it's seen 4 times the numbers of mosquitoes compared with last year. But there is some good news.
We were sitting at about 450 mosquitoes in our trap overnight. In Central County, we have 5 locations for those traps all across the county. And so last year, about this time, we were sitting more around the 150.
All right, and here are the 3 Ds of protecting yourself from West Nile virus. Drain any standing water around your home twice a week. Dress in long sleeves and long pants when weather permits. You can also use insect repellents containing DEET or any other CDC recommended bug spray. The Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks offering hunters a special opportunity later this year. The Special Hunts program offers you interested in the hunting community with limited access to public and private lands along with select refuge areas. In those areas there will be deer, upland game, waterfowl, turkeys, and more. The application period is open right now through July 28th, and they will notify you if your application was successful or not by mid-August. Hey, check this out. An Italian artist made this image of the Eiffel Tower, and you guessed it, a wheat field celebrating the upcoming Paris Olympics. The artist used a tractor and plow to create the piece of art across 2 acres of wheat stubble. Thanks to a highly developed technique, he does not measure the field before starting his work. Hard to believe. The artist believes this work is dedicated to peace and hopes that the sport will unite people from all over the world. And check this out as well. This may be one of the cutest police chases you will ever see here. Police body cam footage out of California shows officers and bystanders making a heroic effort to chase and capture this escaped piglet. This piglet's name is Pickles. The chase spanned multiple city blocks before the group was able to corner the piglet. And don't worry, they won't take the poor pig to jail. He was reunited with his mother at the scene. Coming up, a job not for the faint at heart, all having to do with the sport of rodeo. How a former Kiowa County High School standout broke onto the bullfighting scene. Coming up on I Am Agriculture.
We believe in you.